GD&T is a language for communication engineering design specification. GD&T also includes symbol and mathematical formula application rules necessary to embody a viable engineering language. The origin of GD&T is credited to Stanley Parker, who developed the concept of true position, and he worked at Royal Torpedo Factory in Alexandria. He also published drawing and dimension which become the basic reference in the field. So GD&T promote cost effective of production and make manufacturer and designer work with the same tolerance specification, and to aware that improper tolerance design result in the several problem in manufacturing. GD&T saving money. GD&T can reduce cost by allowing appropriate tolerance that can maximize our production. It also ensuring dimensional and tolerance requirement. It also guarantee fulfillment of dimensional and tolerance. GD&T also can reduce work and interpretation while ensuring consistent geometries across design and manufacturing.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Fitri Mahdi and I will continue on abstract. So what is use of GD&T? Okay, first, part will properly function. Second, guide the downstream manufacturing and inspection process. Third, the testing methodology, test results and data analysis demonstrate how well the CAD system GD&T implementation perform. Fourth, increase student learning of GD&T standards and of the numerous practical ways to utilize it to achieve high quality, low cost manufacturing. Fifth, students are able to understanding of GD&T from various perspectives such as documentation, mechanical design, design for assembly, design for manufacture, fixture design, machining and inspection. Tolerance analysis versus representation. Tolerance analysis determines if tolerance specification for individual parts are consistent with design. Attribute-oriented models. The tolerance modeler is one element of a product definition system. Graph-oriented models. Graph-based models use a BREP approach to store tolerance information as attributes to either the nodes or the arcs. Control-based models. The control-based models are based on the mathematical kinematics approach. The degree of freedoms use predominantly shape, size, and location of a geometry. Advocates the DOF way to deal with GD&T portrayal state that the variety fit is a fiddle, size and area of a mathematical substance is administered by its level of opportunity. Its coordinate characteristic compare chart with joint. At portrayal the DOF. The possibility of DOF is utilized to give an approach to comprehend the connection among substance and the degree of control on the calculation. Four intelligent classes of size, structure, direction and area are utilized. The control put together models are based with respect to the numerical kinematics approach. DOF utilized transcendently in advanced mechanics. Zhang stated that each arc reflects a relationship implied by the network such as tolerance analysis. Caroline and Alvia have fostered a product called CATC, which control resilient graph. Shah and Miller portray an item displaying framework, which joins a mathematical modeler with a structure highlight modeler. Wu and Almaragi examine the mathematical resilience by organizing using CMM machine to identify out resistant conditions. Raman and Panchai utilize CAD programming in resilient examine by distinguish and mechanize a methodology for a program resistant task in CAD drawing. Tolerance applications are frequently being used in automotive industry research and case studies, including as for car body piece and moving parts. Improving manufacturability through design for manufacturing reveals that there are trade-offs between costing, robustness, and quality. Tolerance has an impact on manufacturing costs in the automobile sector. Consequently, dimensional tolerance must be set to assure the proper operation of the vehicle. GD&T is a graphic language that is widely used to improve communication, product design, and quality. Using GD&T in engineering design and product development include the ability to universally erase problems using symbol and receive data, define dimension requirements, functional relationships, and reduce accumulation of tolerance using datum and datum system.
As we all know, GD&T widely used in metal sheet operation. The main thing we need to apply GD&T is to balance error by allowing proper tolerance. The most vital part in sheet metal is a bending operation. Tolerance transfer mechanism must be able to change geometric tolerance at very least because to study the impact of process and how to analyze for two geometrical tolerance. The advantage by using sheet metal is highly efficient and it can produce complex parts. Most industry manufacturing are involved in GD&T. This is because GD&T is a system for fixing error and as a medium communicating engineering tolerance. Thus, it requires a proper tolerance to make sure the product assembled is quality. United States and worldwide company has introduced standard of ASMEY 14.5. The reason why is to make sure to improve product quality, reduce cost and improvement. Lastly, it can make part production team easy to allocate inspection and become more consistent and repeatable. In rotating machinery, GD&T provide a planning for a logical analysis of the design. It also important to have flexible rotor and proper design to save space. That's why dimensional measurement error have an impact on a component. The error can be eliminated by using dynamic error, spectral analysis and separation method. As an example, assembly of aircraft product it may require maximum accuracy of manufacturing for aircraft component, thus careful installation tolerance are needed. Lastly, GD&T important for simplifies and minimize overall design requirement while providing appropriate definition to ensure complete parts are fit.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Azman bin Jaafar and I would like to present about application of GD&T in manufacturing. Firstly, the application of GD&T in manufacturing is it acts as a technical communication language. GD&T standardized the engineering drawing language in the world. It also used to communicate with the manufacturing team and able to increase the level of accuracy and precision of part. Next, the application of GD&T is it can reduce the amount of nodes, dimensions, and tolerance in engineering drawing. It acts as a datum and gives accurate method for describing a reference coordinate. This way, it can help the inspection team to inspect the finished part easily. And finally, GD&T can construct high accurate component matching with the customer desire. GD&T can make a perfect tolerance in a drawing and it can save budget. It can save budget by decreasing the amount of rejected part. Thank you. So, I want to show you how to use a tolerance in drawing. Firstly, I draw a blocks with a hole in the middle about 40 mm diameter and a cylinder block about 40 mm diameter. So in the industry, this block cannot be perfectly same in diameter, so that's why we must add a tolerance. So firstly, the tolerance of the block is about plus minus 0.5 and the tolerance for the cylinder block is plus minus 0.1 mm. So that is how we use it.
There are several points that contribute in GD&T concept. When it comes to understanding GD&T, there is a lot to learn to assist individual comprehend the most significant GD&T application involved. Firstly, we look into the CNC machining tolerance. Tolerance refer to the amount of variation that can be tolerated when we look at machined part. It appears to be flat and straight, but when we examine them with calipers, we notice that they have flaws all over them. Within the tolerance limitation established on the parts, these variants are permitted. It helps to think pieces as having varied degrees of imperfection for understanding geometric tolerance. Tolerance, let's proceed to another point that contribute to parameter in understanding GD&T concept, which is basic dimension. Basic dimension are theoretically accurate numerical values used to define a part of features form, size, orientation, or position. In this case, basic dimensions are normally shown on a drawing enclosed in a box, but they can also be accessed by referring to a standard or noting on a dimension on the design. Furthermore, the CAD model might be also classified as a basic. Variation from the basic dimension that are permissible are usually defined in feature control frame or by note on the drawing.
The advantage of using GD&T is it can save costs in manufacturing a part. Next, it can enhance communication between a team. Using GD&T, it can improve reliability and quality of a part. And finally, it can standardize system that can be widely used around the globe.
Overall, in this research of application of GD&T, we managed to conclude that GD&T helps in precising dimension demanded by CAD, CAM, and electric gauging. We also recognize GD&T as specific language, which its mission is to understand important parameters such as rules govern size, location, orientation, and form expressions. In addition, throughout the research, GD&T can be considered as best element of documentation practice which provides improved design and flexibility of manufacturing in industry. Moreover, it is one of key elements to almost every design as it uses datums, basic dimension, and geometric controls throughout the process. Besides, by using GD&T standards, one can apply zero tolerance and maximum material virtual conditions, which will lead to proper assembly of the part. Lastly, the rework in assembly of the part involved can be eliminated or minimized when referred to GD&T drawing. Thank you.